So, let's talk about Africa. Now, when most people think of Africa, they picture this one giant monolithic place, lions roaming through a vast savanna, maybe a single acacia tree silhouetted against the sunset. And while yes, we do have some fantastic sunsets and the lions are pretty majestic, the continent is so much more than that. It's a vibrant tapestry of over 50 countries, thousands of cultures, and a billion stories. Today we're zooming in on one specific, incredibly dynamic corner of this massive continent, Southern Africa. A region of breathtaking landscapes, complex histories, and people whose resilience and spirit are just, well, unmatched. Now I know what you might be thinking. Boubacar, that sounds great, but where do I even begin? It can feel overwhelming, I get it. It's like trying to understand the entire internet by just looking at the homepage of Google. That's why we're going to break it down. We're going on a virtual road trip, country by country. For each nation, we'll cover the basics, its name, its capital city, or in some cases, cities, and we'll take a good look at its flag, because a flag isn't just a piece of cloth, it's a story, a symbol of struggle, hope, and identity, all woven together. So, buckle up, get your notepad ready, or just lean back and enjoy the ride. We're about to embark on a journey through 10 incredible nations that make up the rich, diverse, and often surprising region of Southern Africa. From the deserts of the west to the tropical coastlines of the east, this is a tour you won't want to miss. It's more than just a geography lesson, it's an introduction to a part of the world that has shaped so much of modern history and continues to forge its own powerful future. Let's get started. Alright, first stop, a place very close to my heart, a country that's so nice they couldn't name it just once. They had to describe its location, South Africa. Now here's where it gets interesting right away. Most countries have one capital city, right? It's simple, it's efficient. But South Africa? No, we like to keep you on your toes. We have three. That's right, three capital cities. We have Pretoria, which is the executive capital where the president hangs out. Then there's Cape Town, the legislative capital, home to Parliament. And finally, Bloemfontein, the judicial capital, where the Supreme Court of Appeal is. It's like a group project where everyone insisted on having their house be the meeting spot. And here's the flag of South Africa. Look at this beauty. It was adopted in 1994 to mark the end of apartheid, and it is packed with symbolism. The Y shape represents the convergence of diverse elements within South African society, moving forward in unity. The black, green, and gold are the colors of the African National Congress, while the red, white, and blue are drawn from the flags of the old Boer republics and the Union Jack. It's literally a visual representation of a rainbow nation, bringing together different histories into one unified path forward. It's a powerful statement on a piece of fabric, a constant reminder of both a painful past and a hopeful future. It's a lot to take in, I know. That's South Africa for you. Next, we head northwest, crossing the Orange River into a land of stark, dramatic beauty, Namibia. This place is just epic. It's home to the Namib Desert, one of the oldest and driest deserts in the world, and the hauntingly beautiful Skeleton Coast, where the desert dunes crash directly into the cold Atlantic Ocean. It's a place of incredible contrasts. The capital city is Windhoek, a name that literally means windy corner in Afrikaans, which is pretty accurate. It's a fascinating city, nestled in a valley, with a unique mix of German colonial architecture and modern African life. It's one of those places that feels both historic and forward-looking at the same time. And now let's look at the flag of Namibia. This flag was adopted in 1990 when the country gained independence from South Africa. Like the country itself, the flag is bold and full of life. The sun, in brilliant gold, represents life and energy. The blue stripe stands for the vast sky and the vital Atlantic Ocean. The red stripe symbolizes the Namibian people, their heroism, and their determination to build a future of equal opportunity for all. And the green stripe? That represents the country's vegetation and agricultural resources. The white lines separating the colors signify peace and unity, a common and powerful theme you'll see in the flags of this region. It's a beautiful, optimistic flag for a truly stunning country. From the dry coast of Namibia, we travel inland to a country that is truly one of Africa's greatest success stories, Botswana. This is a nation that has managed its resources, particularly its diamond wealth, with incredible foresight. It's a beacon of stability and democracy on the continent. Much of the country is dominated by the Kalahari Desert, but don't let the word desert fool you. It's also home to the Okavango Delta, a massive inland delta that floods seasonally, creating a lush, sprawling oasis that attracts some of the most spectacular wildlife on the planet. The capital city is Gaborone, a rapidly growing and modern city that serves as the economic and governmental heart of the nation. Now let's see the flag of Botswana. This flag is elegantly simple and I love it for that. It's one of the few African flags that doesn't use the Pan-African colors of red, green, and gold. Instead, it tells its own story. The light blue represents water, specifically rain, or pula in Setswana. Pula is also the name of the national currency and a common greeting, which tells you just how precious water is in this largely arid country. The black stripe, bordered by white, symbolizes racial harmony between the people of African and European descent who live in Botswana. It's a message of peace and cooperation, simple, direct, and powerful. It perfectly reflects the nation's motto, Pula, let there be rain. Our next destination is a country with a name that echoes with ancient history, Zimbabwe. The name itself comes from Great Zimbabwe, a medieval stone city that was the center of a vast empire. Those ruins, honestly, are a powerful testament to the continent's pre-colonial heritage. Today, Zimbabwe is known for the mighty Victoria Falls, or Mosi Oatunya, the smoke that thunders, which it shares with its northern neighbor. It's a country of incredible natural beauty and resilient people who have faced significant economic and political challenges with unwavering spirit. The capital is Harare, a city of wide avenues, beautiful parks, and a vibrant art scene that continues to thrive against all odds. Here is the flag of Zimbabwe. This flag, adopted at independence in 1980, is rich with symbolism. The 7 horizontal stripes have specific meanings: green for agriculture, yellow for mineral wealth, red for the blood shed during the liberation struggle, and black for the heritage of the native African people. The white triangle on the left represents peace, and inside that triangle, you'll see 2 symbols. The Zimbabwe bird is the national emblem, a soapstone carving found at the Great Zimbabwe ruins, linking the modern nation to its ancient past. Behind it, the red star symbolizes the nation's aspirations and the socialist principles upon which it was founded. It's a flag that tells a story of struggle, heritage, and hope. Let's head east now, all the way to the Indian Ocean, to a country with a coastline that stretches for over 2,500 kilometers, Mozambique. This is a place where history feels alive, with a unique blend of African, Arab, and Portuguese influences. You see it in the architecture, you taste it in the food, peri-peri chicken anyone, and you hear it in the music. It's a country that has overcome a long and devastating civil war to become a place of incredible potential, with stunning beaches, vibrant coral reefs, and a warm, welcoming culture. The capital, Maputo, is a bustling port city famous for its lively markets, seafood restaurants, and wide avenues lined with jacaranda and flame trees. Here's the flag of Mozambique. Now this flag is unique. In fact, it's one of only a few national flags in the world to feature a modern firearm. The green stripe stands for the riches of the land, the white for peace, the black for the African continent, and the yellow for the country's mineral wealth. The red triangle represents the struggle for independence. Now, for the emblem, the open book symbolizes the importance of education, the hoe represents the country's agriculture, and the star symbolizes Marxism and internationalism. And of course, the AK-47 with a bayonet attached represents defense and vigilance. It's a controversial symbol to some, but for Mozambique, it's a powerful reminder of the fight for their freedom. Moving back to the Atlantic side, we arrive in Angola, a huge country with a story of incredible resilience. For decades, Angola was defined by a long and brutal civil war that followed its independence from Portugal. But in the years since peace was declared in 2002, the country has been on a remarkable journey of reconstruction and rediscovery. It's blessed with immense natural resources, especially oil and diamonds, which are fueling its rapid development. From its vibrant music and dance culture, like Kizomba, to its diverse landscapes that range from tropical rainforests to desert plains, Angola is a nation reintroducing itself to the world. The capital is Luanda, a city undergoing a massive transformation with gleaming new skyscrapers rising alongside colonial-era buildings on its famous bay. And here's the flag of Angola. Adopted upon independence in 1975, the Angolan flag has a design that is very clearly inspired by the flag of the MPLA, the political party that led the fight for independence and has governed the country ever since. The top half is red, symbolizing the bloodshed during the colonial liberation struggle. The bottom half is black, representing the continent of Africa. In the center you see a yellow emblem. This is not a hammer and sickle, though it looks similar. It's a segment of a cogwheel, representing industrial workers and production, and a machete, representing the peasantry, agriculture, and the armed struggle. The star symbolizes international solidarity and progress. It's a bold flag for a nation forged in struggle. Let's travel north from Botswana and Zimbabwe to a landlocked country known for its friendly people and honestly one of the world's most spectacular natural wonders, Zambia. While it shares Victoria Falls with Zimbabwe, Zambia offers a completely different perspective, including the chance to swim in the Devil's Pool right at the edge of the falls for the truly adventurous, or maybe a little bit insane, depending on your point of view. Zambia is often called the real Africa, not because it's more authentic than anywhere else, but because of its vast unspoiled wilderness and incredible national parks, like South Luangwa, which are just teeming with wildlife. The capital city is Lusaka, a sprawling, fast-growing metropolis that serves as the country's commercial and political hub. Now let's see the flag of Zambia. The Zambian flag is quite distinct from its neighbors. The main field is green, which actually symbolizes the country's lush flora and natural resources. Now look at the bottom right corner. Yeah, that's where the action is. The three vertical stripes are red, for the struggle for freedom, black, for the people of Zambia, and orange, for the country's rich mineral wealth, particularly copper, which is really the backbone of its economy. And soaring above these stripes is an orange African fish eagle. This majestic bird, which is also found on the country's coat of arms, represents the freedom of Zambia and the ability of its people to rise above their nation's problems. It's a very hopeful and powerful design. Now for something completely different. We're heading to a country that is entirely surrounded by another country. Nestled right in the middle of South Africa is the mountainous nation of Lesotho. Because of its high altitude, it's the only independent state in the world that lies entirely above 1,000 meters. It's often called the Kingdom in the Sky. This is a land of dramatic mountain passes, traditional villages, and people known for their iconic Basotho blankets and conical hats. Life here is tied to the mountains, from the water that flows down to supply South Africa, to the hardy ponies used for transport. The capital is Maseru, which lies on the Caledon River, right on the border with South Africa. And here is the flag of Lesotho. This flag was adopted in 2006 to reflect a national orientation towards peace. The three horizontal stripes of blue, white, and green represent rain, peace, and prosperity respectively. In the center is a black mokorotlo, which is a traditional Basotho hat. This hat is the national symbol, and including it on the flag is a powerful statement of indigenous cultural identity. The previous flag had featured military emblems, but this design was chosen to signal a more peaceful future for the nation. It's a beautiful, simple flag that perfectly encapsulates the identity and aspirations of the Basotho people. A hat symbolizing a nation. I love that. Just a short hop from Lesotho, nestled between South Africa and Mozambique, we find another small, landlocked kingdom, Eswatini. You might know this country by its former name, Swaziland. In 2018, King Mswati III officially changed the country's name to Eswatini, meaning Land of the Swazis, to mark 50 years of independence and to shed a name rooted in the colonial era. Eswatini is one of the last absolute monarchies in the world, and culture and tradition play a huge role in daily life. It's famous for its vibrant cultural ceremonies, like the Umhlanga reed dance and its beautiful nature reserves. The administrative capital is Mbabane, a small pleasant city set in the Dlangeni Hills. So let's check out the flag of Eswatini. This flag has been in use since 1968 and is packed with cultural symbolism. The red stripe stands for past battles, the blue for peace and stability, and the yellow for the country's resources. The dominant feature, however, is the large black and white Nguni shield from the traditional Emasotsha regiment, which is laid horizontally. The shield is reinforced by a staff and two spears, symbolizing protection from the country's enemies. The colors of the shield, black and white, are meant to show that people of all races can live together peacefully in Eswatini. It's a flag that is deeply rooted in the warrior traditions and cultural identity of the Swazi people. Our final stop on this tour takes us to the warm heart of Africa, Malawi. This long, narrow, landlocked country is dominated by a single, magnificent geographical feature, Lake Malawi. This massive freshwater lake, the third largest in Africa, feels more like an inland ocean. It's home to more species of fish than any other lake in the world, making it a paradise for snorkelers and divers. Malawians are renowned for their friendliness and hospitality, which is how the country earned its nickname. It's a nation facing economic challenges, but its spirit is rich and its natural beauty is undeniable. The capital is Lilongwe, a city divided into an old town with its lively markets and a modern city center. And here is the flag of Malawi. This flag has a bit of a back-and-forth history. The design we see today was the original flag from independence in 1964. The three horizontal stripes of black, red, and green are the classic Pan-African colors. Black represents the people of Africa, red symbolizes the blood of martyrs in the struggle for freedom, and green represents Malawi's evergreen nature. The rising sun, with 31 rays, represents the dawn of hope and freedom for the African continent. For a brief period between 2010 and 2012, the government changed the sun to a full white sun to represent economic progress, but the original rising sun design was restored due to popular demand. It's a flag that the people themselves fought to keep, a symbol of a new day. And there you have it, a whirlwind tour of 10 incredible countries in southern Africa, from the three capitals of South Africa to the kingdom in the sky, from the unique flag of Mozambique to the warm heart of Malawi. We've seen how each nation's flag tells a story of struggle, of hope, of culture, and of the very land itself. It's amazing how much you can learn from a piece of fabric, isn't it? Southern Africa is not just one thing, it's a mosaic of deserts, coastlines, mountains, and vibrant cities, each with its own rhythm and its own soul. I hope this has sparked a little curiosity in you. This journey, of course, is just the beginning. We've only scratched the surface of what makes this region so special. Each of these countries has a deep well of history, culture, and stories waiting to be discovered. Maybe it was the story of Lesotho's hat, or Namibia's desert coast, or Eswatini's warrior shield that caught your attention. Whatever it was, I want to hear about it. What was the most surprising thing you learned today? Which country's flag or story stood out to you the most? Let me know in the comments below. I'd genuinely love to read your thoughts and start a conversation. And if you enjoyed this trip and want to explore more corners of our amazing planet, learning about different cultures, geographies, and the stories that connect us all, then please make sure you hit that subscribe button. We have so much more of the world to see together, and you won't want to miss the next adventure. Thank you so much for watching, for learning, and for traveling with me today. Until next time, stay curious.